This is Chapter 12, Creating Financial Reports. In this chapter, you will learn how to generate and interpret the income statement, balance sheet, and statement of cash flows, and how to generate management reports. The income statement, also known as the profit and loss statement or P&L, is one of the three key reports that you can run to get an idea of how your business is doing overall. The report lists all income generated activities, followed by expenses for a specified time period. The difference between total income and total expenses is the net profit or loss for the business. Depending on the type of business, QuickBooks provides several iterations of the profit and loss statement. For example, businesses like luxury lodging can generate a profit and loss by guest report and a profit and loss by property report. These type of reports can help business owners like Larry make strategic decisions about their businesses. So first we're going to cover the steps how to generate a profit and loss. We're going to go to our report center. And profit and loss should be shown in your favorites up top. So we can go ahead and select that. We want to make sure that we select all dates from our report period. And don't forget to hit Run Report to update that. And just make sure that your figures align with what the textbook shows. So we have total income $36,125. We have total expenses $17,395. And then we have net income of $18,730. So it takes the total income, subtracts the total expenses to get your net income. Next, we're going to generate a profit and loss by property. We're going to go back into our report section. And in the business overview section, we're going to select profit and loss by property. Which is located here. Again, we want to switch to all dates and run report. This report shows total income, expenses, and net income by property with a net income of $13,850. Now, if you remember, one of the transactions I was not able to list a property for, so that is the difference in my figures. If you were able to list that initial one, I hope you remember it came up as unspecified instead of for the Texas and California properties and would not let me edit it. That is where my difference comes from. So again, with a net income of $13,850, the Texas properties have yielded a higher net income than the California properties, which have a net income of $5,700. The good news is that both properties have been profitable for the year so far. Notice there is an unspecified column with a total of negative 820. So again, that one that I was not able to edit makes the difference there. If you recall in a previous chapter, unspecified means that no property was assigned to the transactions listed in this column. There may be certain expenses that you do not want to post to a specific property, like overhead. If that is the case, it is perfectly fine to leave them in the unspecified column. Expenses for car and truck, meals and entertainment, office supplies, and travel all fall under the overhead category and will remain as unspecified. Next, we're going to report a profit and loss by guest report. We're going to go back to our report section. And in the business overview section, we're going to choose profit and loss by guest. Scroll to the top and select all dates and run report. The profit and loss by guest report provides a breakdown of total income by guest. Based on the info shown in this report, the top 3 guests for luxury lodging are George Jetson with a total income of $12,500, which I have here. Then we have Jane Jetson with a total income of $9,750. Astro Jetson with $7,525. Since Judy and Elroy are generating the least amount of income, Larry could provide these customers with an incentive to book a reservation at one of his properties. This could be in the form of a discount or even a 5-stay night, get the 6th night free type of promo. Reviewing these reports is crucial to help business owners like Larry gain insight into how their business is doing, as well as allow them to strategize various ways to increase the bottom line. Now, how to generate, interpret a balance sheet report. The balance sheet report is another key report that provides key insights into the overall health of a business. It includes total assets, liabilities, and owner's equity for the business as of a point in time. If you recall in the Accounting Basics chapter, we discussed what each of these terms mean. Go back to the chapter to review them if needed. Similar to the profit and loss report, there are several balance sheet reports available in QuickBooks: balance sheet comparison report, balance sheet detail report, balance sheet summary report, and balance sheet report. So we're going to go into our report section and we're going to click on balance sheet in the business overview section. We want to select all dates and run report. Okay, so by running the balance sheet, I see where my business checking account balance was off. Somehow I have $8,600 in cash. So that maybe when customers made payments, I accidentally didn't deposit it into an account and kept it as cash. So that is something that I will have to fix, because you can see at the bottom of page 12.8 does not show anything in cash. It just shows a total business checking account of $17,200. So all of my transactions are correct. I do have to deposit that cash into my business checking account though. All right, so you scroll down, everything else does look correct, which is good. So by running these reports, you can see it helps you find mistakes. So I will go back and correct that. Luxury lodging has assets totaling $20,200, which are listed here. Total liabilities of $1,470, which are listed here, and total equity of $18,730 listed here. The amount in assets is higher than the amount owed to creditors and suppliers, which is ideal. If possible, businesses should own more than they owe. Next, we'll take a look at the cash flow statement. The statement of cash flow report shows incoming and outgoing cash flow of your business over a period of time. Cash flow is grouped into three categories: operating, investing, and financing activities. Unlike the profit and loss in the balance sheet report, there is only one statement of cash flows report in QuickBooks, and we will generate this report next. We're going to go to our report section. And then in the business overview section, we have statement of cash flows. We want to select all dates and run that report. And based on the information in our report, the cash inflow and outflow has been generated by operating activities. There are no investing or financing activities listed on this particular report. The net cash increase for the period is $17,200, which leaves a cash balance of $17,200. And when they say cash here, they mean that could be in your checking account. It doesn't necessarily mean hard cash. All right, how to generate management reports. The report center is comprised of three main report types: standard, customized, and management reports. Standard reports are those reports we have created throughout this course: accounts payable aging, accounts receivable aging, profit and loss, etc. Customized reports are those reports you customize and save to use later on. Management reports include key financial reports you should run once your books have been closed. They can be shared with stakeholders within and outside of the business. There are three types of management reporting packages available: company overview, sales performance, and expense performance. The company overview financial package includes the profit and loss and the balance sheet report. The sales performance package includes the profit and loss, AR aging detail, and the sales by customer summary report. The expenses performance package includes the profit and loss, AP aging detail, and the expenses by vendor summary. So we're going to generate the company overview financial reports. We're going to click on management reports. So we want to go first to our report center. And then the third tab at the top here, we have management reports. Verify the report period is this year as shown in the image. So all three are shown as this year. And we want to click View in the Action column for Company Overview. So ours is actually Preview now. And our print preview window displays. A preview of the reporting package displays a title page, table of contents. So if you scroll down, there's your table of contents. Then you have your two financial reports, your profit and loss, and also your balance sheet. You can download and save these reports to your computer as a PDF document, or you can print a hard copy. After you close the books and need to present your financials to investors or your financial institution, this reporting package is ideal. If you need to also show accounts receivable and accounts payable details, you should generate the sales and expenses performance package. We're going to close out. You're welcome to save that to your QuickBooks Online folder if you want. Next, we're going to click Preview next to our sales performance. So on that second line. And here we're going to see three reports: profit and loss, AR aging detail, and the sales by guest summary report. So you can see our table of contents shows all three, and you can scroll to view those as well. So remember, we learned how to set some of these financial statements up in our bookkeeping course. But again, knowing how it's done background gives you extra information. but QuickBooks does all of that for you, which is very nice. All right, and lastly, we're going to preview our expenses report. Scroll down, and here we have our profit and loss, accounts payable aging detail, and expenses by vendor summary. All right, we can X out of there. All right, if you wanted to edit these, you'd click that drop down and you can edit your logo, your cover page template, the title, any of the information needed on within these reports. You're able to change if needed. All right, next we're going to make a few changes in our practice activity. So you can just close out of this screen.